Nate, how was your weekend?
Out of 10.
Yeah, like
about
out of 10.
a 3.5.
That's too bad. Hey, Cookie, get the names, please, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to the big show. I need to do a sound check. Nate.
Yeah.
Sound check, please.
Check 1. 2. Testing 1.
Contestants, how you doing? Welcome to our show. Why don't you tell me how many people are going to be playing this game?
I'm here.
Great. We need speed and...
Hey, would you get your finger out of your butt? How many people are playing here?
Need to know if spooges are in place.
We got your spooges.
No, I'm sure I'll get a new chair by sometime next year.
Houston, we got a problem. I don't think we got any players.
What? Oh, brother. Just pull people from the audience.
This chair, okay?
Is Tomas going to get it for me?
Time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yeah, show's on! Hey, audience, what do you say to our 3 nice contestants?
You don't know Jack!
Now, come on, be nice!
Nice contestants!
That's better. What a motley crew you 3 are. I hope you washed your hands before touching my keyboard. That's right, it's my keyboard now. All right, first of all, we got to pass out some hardware here. Here you go, 1 screw for each of you. All right, now here's the deal with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make them answer it anyway, buzz in and then hit the S key. That's S for screw. See, I made it easy to remember. Okay, my little raspberries, it's time to jam. Player 3, pick a category for me. God, you can pick any of them. Who cares?
Get ready for some fun. It's question number 1. Oh, yeah!
Next up, big money on The Price is Right. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. Hang on tight, because here we go. Say you're a contestant on The Price is Right, and your showcase is a stack of 1,000 U.S. bills with Alexander Hamilton's picture on each one. What's the value of your showcase? $1,000, $10,000, $20,000, or $50,000? You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. 10,000 Hamiltons on the $10 bill. Thanks for playing, and don't forget to have your pets spayed and neutered. Player 3, select a category. Hey, this isn't rocket science here.
Whoop-de-doo! It's question number 2.
This one's gonna be, I've had enough of this. This question's gonna be worth 2,000 $1 bills. Get ready to buzz, cause here it comes. What is semantic satiation? When you say a word so much it loses meaning, when you've had too many kosher dills, the total number of words you can learn, or a European form of birth control? And let's see the correct answer. Saying a word so often it loses its meaning. Just try it. Try. 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 What the hell am I saying? Player 1, it's up to you. What are we doing? Hey, I got things to do, friend.
Ooh-wee! It's question number 3.
The name of this category is Mathematics and the People's Court. The amount on the table is $3 grand. Today on a mathematical people's court, the defendant says he can tell a lot about one side of a triangle by looking at the other 2 sides in the opposing angle. The plaintiff says he's a liar. What law is on the defendant's side? The law of triangles, the law of cosines, the law of angles, or the law of sines? And here's the right answer. That's what the law of cosines says. You know what's cool about the law of cosines? You try breaking it. Okay, we need a category from player 3. Sorry, Slowpoke.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
The category is 2 holes are better than 1. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. Let's just say for some odd reason the AMA decides that all penises should have another hole. What medical procedure would they devise to accomplish this? Penisectomy, penistropy, penisostomy, or penisotomy? Here's what you should have guessed. Penisostomy. Ostomy means to make an opening. And if you're creative, you could come up with some other words you could tack that suffix onto. Player 2, pick one. Sorry, Speed Racer. Uh-oh. Chestnut Slick Crime Store.
It's time for a
Snickerclish restroom.
Here's your gibberish category. Insults and big business. Opening value on this gibberish question, $5,000. Okay, to solve this puzzle, you gotta think fast because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash. Okay, I want you to tell me, what proverb does this rhyme with? A burly word frets la firm. Huh, affirm what? First hint, don't get caught napping. Don't get caught napping because there's a disgusting prize in it for you. Hey, a disgusting prize. There's a motivator. Last hint, it's about being the first one there. If you don't hurry, no one's going to be the first one there. I guess no one told you that if you really want something, you better get out of bed early, because a burly word frets la firm. Well, looks like you're going to be going hungry. Player 3, pick a category for me. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Gotta be quick. Get in the mix. Whoa, whoa. Question 6.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Doggy style. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. Which of the following would be least likely to learn to fetch and shake hands? Puddle pointer, Shih Tzu, Lhasa Apso, or mud puppy? Too bad you didn't pick this. Mud puppies. They're salamanders, and I don't think they make leashes that small. Player 3, select the category. My choice now, and I want this one.
Zabba-dooba-dabbin', question 7.
The category behind this question is Thus Spake Jack. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Who might have placed the following personal ad? Single white man in search of single white female. Philosophical German Uberman in search of Uberwoman. Must be able to use the word spake in a sentence and know where God is buried. Who could have written this? Albert Camus, John Locke, Friedrich Nietzsche, or Thomas Aquinas? In case you're curious about the correct answer, Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher who reasoned that there's a type of ideal human being called the Uberman and that God is dead. Okay, we need a category from player 3. You snooze, I choose.
Light, weight, elevate, hibernate, vegetate.
The category, Shakespearean drink orders. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, imagine this. The year is 1419. Sir John Falstaff enters his favorite pub and wants to impress his drinking buddies by ordering a drink in verse. How might he order a drink in iambic pentameter? Excuse me, waiter, could I get a beer? Forsooth, a beer if you please. Wench, a beer anon. Or, can I have a beer here? Now, the correct answer is... Excuse me, waiter, could I get a beer? Okay, we need a category. Your pick, player 2. Yeah, sorry about that, but I gotta get out of here.
Ooh, what's your sign? It's number 9.
Here's the category. You only die 3 times, then it's someone else's turn. And this one's gonna be worth $1,000. Now, I am trying to remember, what is this game called again? You roll dice, and if you get 5 of the same number, it's called the same thing as the name of the game. And those 2 guys from The Odd Couple did a commercial for it once. What is it called? Is it Parcheesi, Life, Yahtzee, or Battleship? Should have picked this. Yahtzee! What do you say, player 2? How about it? Hey, hello. Fine, I'll pick the one I want.
Yo, have your fans with nasty number 10.
The name in this category is... Am I blue? I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. Which of the following Sesame Street characters might have been painted by Picasso in his 1901 to 1904 period? Big Bird, Grover, Ernie, or Snuffleupagus? You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. Grover. 1901 to 1906, Picasso's blue period, and Grover is the only one of the 4 Muppets who is the color blue. We've got 10 questions down, and for 10 more, we're going on to round 2. All right, getting some screws out here for... Ow, don't put the pin in here, God. Okay, here we go, one for everyone. Now, in round 2, let's get some screwing going on here. In round 1, you guys didn't screw each other at all. Now remember, to screw someone, just buzz in and hit the S key. Then they've got to answer the question. You dig? All right, let's do it. Player 1, pick one. I don't have a layover between flights here.
11.
Next up, MTV and the periodic table. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. If an MTV VJ were struck in the head with a large quantity of bauxite, what would be the most likely result? Asphyxiation, radiation poisoning, a splitting headache, or a blank stare? And here's the right answer. A splitting headache. Bauxite's the main source of aluminum. Hey, we can dream, can't we? Player 3, pick a category for me. Time is money, Jack. Uh-oh, West Truck licks 9 more.
Once again, it's time for a
Flicker pitch no scope.
The category for this gibberish question? Oh, I thought you were someone else. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10,000. Okay, now remember, the faster you solve this puzzle, the more money you win. Don't get thrown off by the punctuation on this one. With what cliche does this rhyme? Gee, Bo Weevil, Mere Joe Sneevil. And number 1, it's a guideline for living. For example, floss twice a day. That's a good guideline. It's a guideline for living that talks about the senses, like their smell and taste and touch. Last hint, it's not for Satan worshipers. Well, I guess you're not very virtuous. Remember, if you want to live a life of virtue, you must learn to G. Bo Weevil, Mere Joe Sneevil. Of course, a lot of people don't know the full proverb, which is see no evil, hear no evil, eat no pork and beans. Player 3, select a category. I know dead people who move faster than you.
Black cat, heart attack, do you nightmare when you dream?
Are you feeling lucky?
It's number 13.
The category is Lethal Weapon 20, The Christmas Kiss. Hello, this one's going to be worth $6,000. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. Which of the following couples should be scared to kiss under the mistletoe at Christmas? Mr. and Mrs. Chrysanthemum, Mr. and Mrs. Sidewalk, Mr. and Mrs. Badger, or Mr. and Mrs. Apple Tree? Here's what you should have guessed. The apple trees. Mistletoe is a tree parasite. It'd be like you kissing under some Christmas tapeworm. Player 1, give me a category. Come on, there's only 3 choices.
Doobadoo-wah, doobadoo-wee. It's question 14.
This one's gonna be fishtails. I'll pay you $4,000 bills for this one if you get it right. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. If biblical character Jonah were gonna write a book about his former living arrangements, which Disney character might he choose to co-author it? Pinocchio, the Tramp, Dumbo, or Snow White? And let's see the correct answer. Pinocchio. He also spent some time inside a whale. Okay, we need a category from player 3. What, did your arm fall asleep or something? Uh-oh, best putts fits mine, whore.
Once again, it's time for a
Ticklish past gun.
This Gibberish Questions category is biblical names and crappy poetry. And if you're really fast, you can get up to $10,000 for this Gibberish question. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Now tell me, with what piece of greeting card poetry does this rhyme? Moses, car dead. Buy a vet's car. New. First hint, it has to do with gardening. It has to do with gardening and colors. What was the color of that sea Moses parted? Those colors are found on the U.S. flag. Come on, your flag's gonna be flying at half-mast. Well, you blew it, but here's a Valentine for you. Moses' car dead, buy a vet's car new. Boogers are treats, and here's one for you. And you know, I always thought violets were violet. Go figure. Kid songs are so confusing. Player 1, pick one. What's wrong? Did your fingers atrophy?
Flush your head down the latrine. Ease your way with sour cream. 16.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Looking up your family tree. $6,000 is riding on this one. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. You decide to have a family reunion with your Uncle Austin, Aunt Helena, your cousin Pierre, and your niece Olympia. If your name were Eugene, what would you all have in common? You all have names of 1994 hurricanes, you all have names that are U.S. capitals, you all have names of French origin, or you're all relatives. Too bad you didn't pick this. You're all relatives. Yeah, this is what we call a trick question. Player 3, pick a category for me. What do you say we pick this one?
Jiggy Jack is gone, let me hear you scream. It's question 17.
The category behind this question is Honest Abe's Stomping Ground. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy. Which of the following TV characters is not a native of a town called Springfield? Bart Simpson, Mr. Douglas from Green Acres, the Bowers from The Guiding Light, or Kitten from Father Knows Best? In case you're curious about the correct answer, Mr. Douglas. Yeah, he moved from New York to Hooterville. It's a suburb of huge boob city. Player one, it's up to you. What are we doing? Hey, what the hell are you trying to figure out?
18, wipe the slate clean. Number 18.
The category, toys fried in 100% vegetable oil. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Before 1987, it was possible to get a Mr. Potato Head that could speak, smoked a pipe, was anatomically correct, or had toenails. Should have picked this. He did smoke a pipe, but I swear he never inhaled. Player one, pick one. Not that I mind sitting here getting old, but
He's mean.
He's lame.
That's the 19.
here's the category. Mrs. Robinson Revisited. It's gonna be worth $4,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. From whom would you most likely expect to hear "Every good boy deserves fudge"? A prostitute, a high school teacher, a music teacher, or a construction worker? Now the correct answer is your music teacher. Every good boy deserves fudge is a mnemonic device for remembering the order of notes on a musical staff. Player 3, select the category. Let's see. I like this one.
Wow, honey. It's question number 20.
The category is CB Lingo. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. At a rest area, a fellow trucker comes up to you and asks you about your reefer. What do you begin talking about? Your gear shift, your trailer full of hogs, sleeping compartment, or refrigerated trailer? You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. Your refrigerated trailer. I didn't know you had to keep that stuff cold before you smoked it. Category, player 2, let's do it. Sorry, Dr. Decisive. Time for the attack. Buzz in when 2 words match, and you got $2,000. Buzz in when there isn't a match, and you lose $2,000. And don't forget, it's not any old match we're looking for. It's the one that fits this clue. What were you supposed to bring? You know what you're supposed to do? Bring in some matches. Go do it. Oh my God, we got a three-way tie at 0. All three of you guys got nothing. This is like nearly impossible, and yet you achieved it. So let me offer you these kind words and congratulations. You don't know Jack.
Okay, great show, everybody. Cookie, what's the plan here with the contestants?
Yeah, I'm checking it out. Hey, listen, you guys, if you want to play again, you just let me know whenever you're ready, okay?
Hey, kids, look what I've